What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, which means we're back live tonight, 8 o'clock, talking Jets. Number is 929-477-2651. If you guys want to call in and chat with us, that's the number. And I'm sure you guys have all heard by now, Sam Darnold has been cleared for this Sunday. So, finally, after 3.5 or 4 long weeks, the Jets will get their starting quarterback back. I don't know if that's the answer to all of their problems, considering the O-line, the play calling, everything that's going on with Gase. I don't think it's the answer to everything, but certainly it'll be a huge boost getting Darnold back in a game that you have to win. And I know we've said that each of the last 3 weeks, but you go to 0-5 and you have the Patriots looming. I mean, at this point your season's almost over as is, but at the very least you still want to get to that point in November or December where you're playing meaningful games, where the season's not completely lost. You're not 2-10 with nothing on the line. So you have 4 losses right now. I still think that you could still salvage something of this season. And I think the Jets need to look no further than the way the Mets finished their season. The Mets had a lot of expectations coming into this past year, and by early summer, pretty much all hopes of making the playoffs were gone already. So that horrible start, they really weren't able to overcome that, but you still had young players playing well down the stretch. You had guys like Alonso and McNeil and Rosario and Conforto and all these other young guys that were stepping up that gave you hope for the future that, all right, this wasn't just, the team getting hot at the end of the year and then next year we're starting all over again. There's legitimate hope that next year you pick right up where you left off. And that is everything that the Jet fan, I think, is hoping for. That's everything that I think Adam Gase needs to have happen, because his entire evaluation this season is going to come down to what Sam Darnold does over these final 12 games. So we can hate all we want, all the decisions he's made, the play calling, the lack of adjustments. We can hate everything about what Gase has done through the first 4 games, and it's alarming no matter what, but none of it will matter if he turns Sam Darnold into a star over these next 12 games. If Sam Darnold shows growth, if he's progressing, he looks comfortable in Gase's offense, he has chemistry with Bell and the receivers and Herndon, if all those things happen, Adam Gase is safe. And that is his biggest challenge over these 12 games. That is what he has to do, in my opinion. That is what he has to do if he wants to keep his job, because he hasn't done anything else to warrant the patience and the trust that everyone else says he should get no matter what. All right, and again, I'm not on that other side like a lot of fans screaming fire him now. I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's fair to do that. I think it's fair to criticize him for the number of ways that they have mishandled this entire situation over the past couple weeks, but to say fire a coach in his first year when he's had 1 game with his starting quarterback and a lot of other starters that have been out, I don't think that's completely fair. So these 12 games, no excuses. Your roster is going to be largely healthy. There are no excuses over these 12 games not to produce, not to put up points, not to get guys on the same page, not to figure out your issues with the O-line, not to get guys like Montgomery and Herndon involved with the offense, not to utilize Robbie Anderson's skill set the right way, not to, find a way to get a pass rush, get guys after the quarterback, get something out of Leo. You got 12 weeks to do it. You got 12 games to straighten it out, turn it around, and figure out whatever the hell's been going on. 12 games. And it's not like, other than the Cowboys and Patriots, it's not like you have any games on that schedule that are completely unwinnable. You're playing opponents that you should beat with good coaching and good quarterback play. And that's what was sold to us for Adam Gase. That's what we were sold, right? The offensive innovator, the guy who can coach things up, make adjustments, take advantage of, what defenses can't do well. All these things we were promised with Adam Gase, let's see it over the next 12 games. Because if he does, then there's really no discussion about, the Jets looking for a new head coach or, what Joe Douglas needs to do. If your star quarterback at 22 years old is showing growth, you're in a good place. And you're going to have resources next year to add to it. You still have some talent that is on this roster now that's getting back healthy. So I think that there's a little bit more reason to be optimistic than a lot of people might want to admit. It's really just a question of whether or not Adam Gase is capable of doing the job. And so these 12 games, we're going to find out all we need. Again, we're live tonight, 8 o'clock, talking about everything. So hope to see you guys. Hope to talk to you then. Go Jets.